Oh, I just did a thing today. I picked up this Oreck Magnesium RS model. There are two Orecks that are a magnesium. There is the RS and the SP. Now, I'm saying them kind of in the opposite direction. Really, the SP is the less expensive model. It has controls on the back of the bag to turn it on and off. I don't know if it's a two-speed model. It's a bit bulkier in the bottom of the machine, and you can tell the difference between them is because they don't have silver accenting in the base and the handle. It's black. And where this machine has blue on the bag, it would be black. And where the black is on this bag, it would be blue on the SP. So the prominent bag color on the SP is black, not blue. This machine has been around for probably 8 to 10 years now on the market, and I think the reason why Walmart had only 4 of them was because they are trying to sell them off. Now, I don't know if this is going to be available at all Walmarts. I don't know what the dealio was. I looked on Walmart's website. They did not have any listed. This could honestly just be something that Hoover did, because obviously Walmart sells Hoovers and Dirt Devils, and maybe because TTI, who owns Hoover and Dirt Devil, and Oreck, basically said, here, sell some of these for us, because they're trying to get rid of them. They were $250. Typically, these things resale for like $750, or they did at one point in time for around $749 or so, $699. For a long time, I saw them at $599, and the least I've ever seen one was on Amazon, and they were new, and they were just under $400. So still, this is about 50% off of that. Now, it only comes with a 1-year warranty. And I believe that's pretty standard unless you purchase directly from Oreck, whatever. Not sure if it comes with a tune-up or not. And for $249, I figured I want to pick it up, give it a try. If it's absolutely amazing and I love the way that it cleans, then I'll keep it. Otherwise, I'm kind of already driven into the thought that I may not like this. But the reason that I picked it up was because, first of all, I was so surprised. Oreck has not sold any vacuums in retail stores for probably close to 15 years now. When I was little, I remember Target used to have an Oreck Power Team that you could buy. It was like the Oreck XL Select or something like that. Or maybe it was the XL Pro Plus. It was all black with orange or blue writing on the bag, and they sold them there, I think, for $3.99, but that wasn't for a very long period of time. But other than that, Oreck has never been a go to your local department store, pick a machine up, and go home with it. You always had to buy them through a catalog, through QVC, or through an Oreck Clean Home Center, or call from a TV commercial and order it that way. So I was really shocked. It's probably going to be the first and only time. I don't see Oreck being a popular brand in stores, but they only had 4 of them. They did not have one on display, and I said I would really like to pick one of these up because even though I've seen a lot of people do reviews on these and talk about how they did not like this machine because it was so noisy, I figured this could be a once-in-a-lifetime thing, especially knowing that reason they probably have this on sale is because they are phasing these out. They probably already stopped making them. They just have too many sitting in a warehouse, and they need to get rid of them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause the camera, grab a knife, and we're going to crack this thing open, and I want to give you kind of a personal first impressions and go from there. So I was just going over the side of the box while I was trying to bust it open, because I knew I needed both hands to hold the box and cut, because this is a lightweight vacuum. It says the lightest full-size upright with swivel steering. Probably very true. There really aren't a lot of swivel uprights that are lightweight. Off the top of my head, Oreck has only made 2 machines that have weighed over 10 pounds uprights before, the Oreck Touch and the Oreck Edge, and I've owned both of those but returned both. So I've always liked that Oreck does this with their machines. They always do these cool, sorry, Snapchat. They always do these really cool little pamphlets that all your equipment comes in. Oreck trained technicians repair, so that's really nothing. I wanted to see if this thing comes with any whatchamacallits. I'm trying to think. Tune-ups. So it just says that it has a 1-year warranty. And you get just a thank you note, an assembly, the owner's manual, and this is the SP model. And you can see the Magnesium RS, SW, and RF. I've never even heard of the SW or the RF. And wireless power control. I believe it's Bluetooth, how it works. It's obviously not Wi-Fi. Some people have said that it's radio frequency, but I believe it's actually a Bluetooth controller. And I have heard some people talk about how that has quit working. So they've always done a really good job with making sure that their machines are packaged nicely. I've always thought that Oreck does a good job with their packaging. My Elevate is probably one of the nicest packaged machines that I've ever seen or purchased. This is going to be difficult. It's not heavy. That was the handle. It's just kind of cumbersome. And my house is kind of a mess right now. So, here it is. The Oreck Magnesium RS. The main head of the machine here. Now, I've already kind of told myself there's a good chance I'll end up taking this back to the store because it was $250 that I really didn't need to spend. It's not that I couldn't spend it, but I've gotten to that point now with my vacuum purchases that if I don't feel that the vacuum is worth keeping, if it doesn't pay itself off in my eyes, then I don't keep it. And I'm not obligated to keep it if I don't feel that it's up to my expectations, which is the beauty of it. And that's how all purchases are. And sorry if that offends you. And of course, I don't really do a lot of unboxing videos, so I'm trying to be as decent with this as possible. So that just clicks right into place, must be. It is very lightweight. I will give it that. Very nice and lightweight. You got your high, low, and on-off switch right up here. And I believe the reason why this machine's probably such a screamer is because of the overall design of it. The shape of it is very, feels like there's almost something in this box. And I think it's just their... Oh, yep. There's a bag. So you get 2 bags, silica packets, and there's probably a bag installed with the machine too. Something that they did not mention on the box, that it came with extra bags. So I'm kind of happy about that. Glad I didn't throw this away. And these are not paper, these are cloth bags. So, pardon my constant jarring of the camera. This is not my style. So, I want to give this thing a whirl. First impressions, it is very light. No lie. It's very lightweight. This says, remove before use. This must be the way you make the connection for the batteries in the handle to work. The top of the handle is a nice soft touch. It's kind of rubberized, but it's not like a really dense rubber at all. It's just like a very light rubber coating over hard plastic. And Something I've always noticed about these magnesiums are Orecs always come looking like they've been crushed. The bags never really have that shape that you expect them to have, like they demonstrate on the packaging. So that's kind of something I've always noted. I really like the nice whiskers on these magnesiums because they just seem to actually protrude out the bottom a lot farther than a lot of other Orecs, like on my Oreck Edge. The side sweepers are definitely not as good as this or my XL21. And the cord looks extremely long on this as well. So, I got her plugged in. This is very reminiscent of my Oreck Touch with the way that the base is set up, so it doesn't feel super futuristic. And the cord is also located at the bottom of this machine where it comes out, compared to other Orecs that usually they've got a couple cords going up and down the back, but primarily the part that hooks into the back of the handle is the one where the length of the cord actually starts, the usable cord. So the low speed is definitely much quieter. The higher speed is much louder, of course. And it really grooms the carpet nicely. So, let's just give a first impressions on this so far and tell you kind of what I think. This thing actually grooms this carpet really well. I'm really surprised at how well this did. Now, it's definitely not the quietest vacuum, but I don't think it's as loud as I was expecting it to be at all. It's definitely something that I can deal with, and it's much quieter on low, of course, but it will be much quieter on high, being used on the carpeting. But I could see it lifting the carpet up off the floor over there a little bit, and I'm very surprised at this performance, and I don't think that I'm going to get rid of this thing because just running it over the carpet in a couple of those spots, it's really pulled the nap up of the carpet and made this thing look good just in a couple passes. I'm very surprised at that, so I think I'm going to keep this, and there's definitely going to be some videos to come. This is more of a first impression unboxing because I'm going to have to get ready to go back up to where I just was because I have to go to work. I took a shift for a friend, but I'm very surprised at the performance on the rug for this thing. But I did see a lot of people say that this is one of the best performing Orecs that have been made to date, and from what I can see so far, they're definitely not lying. To come, I would really like to do an under-the-rug carpet test with this and see what it can do. I will say that the headlight on this thing is basically useless, but I'm so far pretty impressed with what it just did on this carpet in a few short passes. So stay tuned and ask questions, and let me know what you guys think if you care to comment about seeing these at Oreck or at Walmart and what you think that means. So thanks for watching and have a good day.